Shob, the Joe and Shob Show, Joe and Shob, the Joe and Shob Show, Joe and Shob, Joe and Shob, the Joe and Shob Show, Joe and Shob. It's the Joe and Shob Show, it's the Joe and Shob Show, it's the Joe and Shob Show, it's the Joe and Shob Show. Joe, oh, 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 oh. Joe, oh, 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 Joe, oh, 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 Show, Joe Show, Joe Show, Joe and Shob, the Joe and Shob Show, Joe and Shob, the Joe and Shob Show.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Joe and Shob Show. I know you heard that beautiful intro. I'm going to explain those intros real quick because we didn't really last week. Every fucking week we're going to do a different wrestler's theme or whatever we want. And I don't know if you could tell, but we're going to add our own personal lyrics to it. And that's pretty much it. It's going to be great. It's going to be really cringy. So if you thought that was supposed to be good, it's not. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay, it's a little touch of personality from Joe and Shob.
We have very big teams of lyrics writers.
Yeah, we got people. We got people we hired for these lyrics, all right?
Yeah.
So it's a new revolution of podcasting.
The new era. The new era.
All right, don't be annoyed. Anyways,
Okay.
So we had a lot happen in the wrestling world the last week.
Real quick, though, before we start with anything, I always say that. I think every episode I've said that.
Oh, we always, every time I'm like, all right, let's get into what happened this week. And you're like, oh, we can talk about other stuff before that. And I'm like, oh, yeah, I forgot.
So, No Mercy. It happened. Did you like it?
That's exactly what I was going to ask you, and you interrupted me.
No, you weren't.
I was going to ask you about No Mercy.
No, you weren't. Okay. So, we predicted it last week. How many predictions did you get right?
Okay, so I said Bray was going to win, right? Did I?
Maybe.
I definitely didn't predict Naomi winning, so I was wrong. I predicted Dolph wrong. I think I said Jack Swagger because I don't like Baron Corbin.
Yeah, you did say that.
I didn't think Heath Slater and Rhino were going to win, so I was wrong about that. AJ, I thought he was going to win, so at least I got that right. And I didn't watch the pre-show, so I don't even care about getting that right.
I didn't either. Although Kurt Hawkins made his debut. That was terrible.
I was very wrong about pretty much the whole pay-per-view. Hey. But what people ignore, I have a friend who says I'm always wrong. Meanwhile, I was more right about Clash of Champions. So we're 1-1 right now.
All right, but we didn't have any challenges in place for Clash of Champions. Challenge last week is he has to write out a sentence.
Whoever the winner is writes out a sentence, and I have to read it.
I wrote a sentence, and I'm sending it right now. Go.
Uh-oh. So do I have to read it in a certain tone, like a certain voice?
Read it as if you mean it. Read it with your heart.
I think that although Sheamus and Cesaro are cute, TJ Perkins is a severe hottie, and I would level up with him any day.
Attaboy.
Oh, no!
Oh my god. I think
you could have gone a more mature route, personally, but
I literally wrote that in like 5 seconds. So I just wanted to make a bunch of references to how you said last week that Sheamus and Cesaro were cute, and also that TJ Perkins has the best puns.
Oh, his puns are just fucking beautiful. We were literally on a spree earlier. We were talking to each other, and we were going like sentence, like saying puns he would use. And I was like, wow, that pun almost killed me, man. I thought I was game over. And you literally like reacted like actually like, oh my god, that was so bad. But it's nothing better than what he's doing.
I don't know.
In the promo with him and Brian Kendrick, he literally said, man, I remember you were a good guy. My N64 broke and you drove me to go get a new one. I'm like, what?
What did he say? He's like, hey man, you don't want to do that, man. It'll be game over.
He didn't have a video game character even a little bit before his intro.
Yeah, that was right? Like, they just made the intro because I don't know. I don't know.
I thought the intro was neat, but then they give him this gimmick and it kind of makes him a little cringy.
It's hilarious.
Like if he was a mid-carder, it'd be like, oh, it's fine. It's his gimmick. But he's a champion. It's just like, oh.
They better make Brian Kendrick a pirate.
Oh my god, he does look like a pirate.
Paul Burchill 2.0.
No, please no. Anyways, so we're going to No Mercy. Did you like the pay-per-view overall?
I thought it was very, very good. I'll say
very, very good. What were your highlights?
Highlights. Obviously, the fact that the main event was first, I thought that was kind of cool. Obviously, they did it because of the debate, but I think they kind of shook things up for the better. I mean, I think it would have been perfect if they had Dolph and Miz gone last. I think most people agree with that. Like, even in the Talking Smack thing they had afterwards, Dolph was like, "Hey, Daniel, next time you get an opportunity like this, you should definitely have IC title going last." And Daniel was like, "Yeah, that's a good idea." And I'm okay.
I think it was pretty much everybody's most interested match because we knew AJ was going to retain. So it was like, okay, we don't know what's going to happen in this match. So that was like the secondary main event. It was main event in my heart as far as like didn't know what was going to happen goes. So I don't know. Randy and Bray finishing, especially with the finish, just didn't feel like that. It didn't feel like a big ending to a pay-per-view finish. I don't know if you agree with that.
Yeah, I'll agree with that. I think.
I mean, there was a wrestler
Dolph winning, having the Miz be all sad, and Dolph's like, "Yeah, I'm the champ." That would have been a great way to end the show.
If they ended the show with Miz's face, how he did at the end of that match, would have been great.
Yeah,
because you saw Miz's face whenever he lost, right?
Mm-hmm.
It was like the poutiest thing in the world, but it was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. I'm sorry, but anyways, I thought No Mercy overall was good. I thought I'd be more interested in some of the matches, but Dolph and the main event were great. The main event going first, I will only say is beneficial because I was really like extremely sleep deprived that night, and I absolutely had to go to sleep, so I couldn't watch it live, so I didn't feel well. And it coming first meant I could just watch it and go to sleep, so it was good for that part. But as far as structure goes, it just you're not used to it. Yeah. And there's there's a reason why the main event's last. So it coming first, it's a little bit weird. It was definitely weird whenever like they're like, okay, time for the main event, and it just transitioned to it. The transition just did not feel right at all.
Yeah.
But I mean, it wasn't awful. It was fine. But as far as build up goes, like the match needs build up, and like you have all these matches for build up, and then they're not there. It's just kind of like, oh, it's a little different. I'm not saying it's bad. Mm-hmm. But I don't think this is something they're going to try again soon for any reason. Like, they have no reason to because they know it doesn't work as well.
Right. I think, this is an early prediction, but I think Raw is going to try to one-up them. And they're going to put Seth and Kevin in Hell in a Cell first, and they're going to have Charlotte and Sasha going last.
Maybe.
Honestly, if the women were to main event a pay-per-view for the first time, this is it, because I do not care about the Kevin Owens and Seth Rollins match. I don't really care about the U.S. title match.
You don't care about those matches?
I mean, I do, but
I'm actually really excited for the U.S. title match. I want to see Rusev in the end of the cell.
Right, but I think the women's match will be better.
I think the match will be good. I'm excited for all three matches. I think they're all going to be great. I'm not pessimistic about any of them.
I'm not saying that they're not going to be good. I'm saying I think the women's match supersedes them.
I suppose. They're all equal in my heart right now.
Okay.
Maybe Rusev and Roman a little bit less because some people are complaining that they're in Hell in a Cell, but I think it's awesome. So I don't care.
I think that if anything, the Universal title match doesn't deserve to be Hell in a Cell.
The Universal title match?
Yeah, maybe just do.
I think the only reason it should be is because it'd be the same exact match as last pay-per-view.
Just throw Chris Jericho in there, make it a triple threat.
Well, they tried and he lost. So
yeah, but
I think they're waiting. Like I think they're going to do the Chris Jericho thing soon. And I honestly have a feeling Triple H is going to come back soon, and Seth and him will feud, and Chris Jericho will have title matches against Kevin. That's kind of what I feel like might happen.
I agree.
But anyways, going back to No Mercy, overall good pay-per-view, but Bray and Randy, good match. Main event was a very good match, wrestling-wise.
Mm-hmm.
But, and I honestly thought that fake finish was the finish, and I was like, oh, there's like, it wasn't there wasn't a clear finish, but there's storyline that can come from this. They're like, oh, what happened? What are they going to do? Right. And Tom and I were like hyped, so we weren't really paying attention. And we're like, oh, that wasn't the finish of the match. I guess that would be a dumb way to finish it.
Yeah, well, they've had plenty of matches end like that before. Like, there was like a triple threat with Triple H and Randy Orton and John Cena that ended the same way.
Yeah, I guess I haven't seen it, but it would have been not different, just different for me at least. I guess I don't know. It would have been a shakeup, but we knew John wasn't going to win, so it's just going to be Dean and AJ for at least a month or two longer. I don't know what they're going to do.
Yeah, it's a little jarring because I know John Cena went away to film a show, but I really expected Dean and John Cena to feud right out the gate. I don't think they were building up for a feud, right?
Oh, they would be really good feuding too.
I think. Well, once he comes back, they're going to feud, but it's almost like Dean just doesn't care about John Cena right now, and he's not going to call out on the fact that he's a lazy part-timer and he's taking time off right now, just like he said.
Yeah, I guess it's because John couldn't defend himself, so it's like or he could do months and months of calling him out and he never answers, and then when he comes back, he's like, isn't it a little bit too late for that?
Yeah, they should definitely acknowledge it in some capacity, but I don't know.
I think I'll go into that later. But anyways, good stuff. The mid-card matches I didn't care about that much. Mm-hmm. I'm really surprised Heath Slater and Rhino are still champs.
Yeah.
Really, really surprised about that. Overall, No Mercy was good.
Mm-hmm.
Not super crazy, but it was good.
I think
it was better than Clash of Champions.
Oh, I agree. Yeah. The thing is, Heath Slater and Rhino, we said the Usos were winning because they hadn't done anything yet. But, the day that they retain, they start doing stuff. Have you noticed that?
Yeah, literally. Well, we'll go later in SmackDown. What happens is they come out and save Dolph. And I'm like, wow, they're actually doing stuff. This is the first time I've actually seen them do anything.
And they had their weekly interview or whatever. Did you see that?
Yeah, I actually didn't watch it.
Oh, it's funny.
With Michael Cole, right?
Yeah, they interviewed him, and it was they have personality. Rhino's just a laid back dude now. He used to not talk at all, but now he's talks like a normal person. It's really weird.
Yeah, he seems cool. I like him. He's huge.
He is big.
He's not
Yeah.
Hey, I'm talking about wrestlers' physique, even the men. I'm sorry. Ooh, damn. Anyways, he's a really big guy. If you look at his legs, I'm like, those are huge fucking legs. This guy's huge.
Mm-hmm.
It's impressive.
Yeah, I agree.
Some guys I talk about that are huge, and I'm like, yeah, they're huge. Like Roman Reigns, huge. Rhino, I look at him like, wow, yeah, he's huge.
Yeah, he could kill you.
Anyways, really good stuff. Super happy for Dolph.
Mm-hmm.
Great finish. It was all really good.
Yeah.
It was a really good match.
I agree.
It was a really good match. They literally kept throwing shit, and he just kept trying and trying and trying and trying, and nothing was working until it finally did, and he ended on a super kick.
Spirit Squad,
he even got pepper sprayed.
I wonder if the Spirit Squad's coming back, because I don't know. They're showing up a lot,
Yeah, I think they're just using it as a chip for Dolph, and then it'll just be, unless they keep coming week by week. Anyways, so if we want to go into Raw, or do we want to go into SmackDown?
Let's get into Raw, yeah.
All right.
Let's get into Raw.
Going in Raw. So we already talked about the cringiness that was T.J. Perkins and Brian Kendrick talking around.
Oh my god!
Literally, you showed me that promo, and he just uses every cringy pun that he could possibly use. And then later, he has a good match with Arya Davari. I'm reading that right now.
Uh-huh. I think he's the brother of Davari, who was an old wrestler from 2006.
They were doing some cool moves in that match. I'm impressed by cruiserweights. Nothing. I was hoping for me to be super intrigued by them, but I haven't really been so far. Not gonna lie. But he did one move where I thought he was gonna do something, but he held on to the ropes and held himself there. And I'm like, yeah, that's pretty cool. But yeah, that was cruiserweight stuff. Pick me up. I need help.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't have much to say about cruiserweight stuff because the highlight for me was T.J. Perkins' promo.
Yeah, nothing really went on other than that this week.
I don't know what to think about it. It's so like, oh my god. Like, is this a good idea? Like, I can't tell.
Yeah, I think it's probably not a good idea. Maybe it's good for kids who will like maybe talk like him. They'll be like, "Oh man, I'm just like DJ Perkins." I'm talking about video games. I like video games, so like kids will get really behind him and it'd be like cool as a face and stuff like that. But when I listen to it, I'm like, that's pretty fucking cringy. Yeah. Wow. Like, right. I love video games. Do I talk like that? No, I don't go, hey, Joe, man, our podcast is really getting a lot of viewers. We're leveling up. Time for the sequel.
No, don't say that. You don't have to say that.
Yeah, I didn't want to. Definitely didn't want to.
All right. So, yeah, I mean, like I said, cruiserweight stuff, it's slowly, very, very slowly but surely getting better.
I mean, it was never bad. I'm glad Sin Cara's in cruiserweights now, because at least he can do something.
Yeah, but I don't know. I think maybe it's just me personally, but I feel like a lot of other cruiserweights are like better than him.
Yeah, I know, but at least he can be somewhere doing something. Lince Dorado looks cool.
Yeah, that's
but
true.
He needs to feud with Grand Metalik.
Exactly.
I don't know. Maybe I'm being. They're both Mexicans. That's probably.
I like Noam Dar. I like Noam Dar. He hasn't come out yet, but he was in the Cruiserweight Classic, and I thought he was going to win at one point, but he didn't win. So
they're making a big deal about Drew Gulak and Tony Nese, though. They've been having 2 cruiserweight matches a week, 1 tag team, 1 singles.
I mean, you got 3 hours to kill.
I have a question. Would it be too much if they added 3 more belts to WWE? What belts do you think I'm talking about?
Cruiserweight tag.
And then 2 women's tag team belts.
No.
Too much.
No, I don't think that's a good idea.
Because they have so many tag matches all the time. And it's just like, what are they fighting for?
They should fight for the actual tag belts.
Oh. The women or the cruiserweights?
Oh, the cruiserweights.
Oh, okay.
The women don't need to.
Yeah, but I don't think they plan on mixing the cruiserweights with the main roster anytime soon. Or I would hope they wouldn't, unless Neville transfers over.
This is why I feel like the women should all be in Raw.
Yeah,
I feel like that makes sense. Then they could have had only 1 women belt. They could have had tag belts. That would be okay. And
yeah. Has there ever been women's tag belts?
No.
Yeah, so it would be a big change for there to be none and then 2.
Yeah, that would be rough. And there'd be so many championships. There's already too many.
So it hurts it more when they call it. It hurts it more when they call it a division, though, because if it's a division, it only has 1 belt. It's like, oh, the entire men's division gets like a ton of belts, and the women's division gets 1, and the cruiserweights get 1.
Yeah, but there's only like 6 women per roster.
There's more than that, just less that we see on TV every week.
I don't know.
I mean, we got Paige, we got our beautiful girl Paige with another suspension.
Paige is so confusing right now. Okay.
I want to like her, but she's pretty fucking stupid.
Yeah, she got suspended twice in a row, like right in a row, and now apparently she's having neck surgery and she's going to be out for like 9 months. Yeah,
by the time she comes back, no one's going to care.
What? She's never coming back. I'll put $20 on that.
$20. I'll put $30 that she will one day.
Oh, one day? No, I mean.
Do you mean wrestling or just an appearance?
Like she's gonna appear on Raw.
Do you think that'll never happen?
In some capacity, live, not like a freaking video package, and she's going to do it before this contract is terminated.
You're saying she will or won't?
She won't.
She will.
You think she's going to come back in 9 months?
Yeah.
All right.
That's enough time to reconcile.
2 wellness policy violations in a row, though.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. She's not the smartest. I used to like her a lot. And I'm like, oh, she's cool. She looks like different than the other divas, or the other women. So I don't know. I'll pay attention to her. But now when I bunch her together, I always bunch her with AJ Lee, who's out of the company. So maybe that's her destiny.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
She's just throwing her career away.
So we'll keep on women. Bailey had another not so important job match.
Yep.
But Dana Brooke attacked her at the end. So they've been doing Dana Brooke stuff every week with Paige.
It's a feud.
Are you that interested in it? I thought they were going to turn Dana Brooke face and to face Charlotte, which seems like it'll happen sooner than later.
Yeah, it's going to happen probably after Hell in a Cell.
Because we know Charlotte's not going to retain.
Exactly.
Get it back.
And I think they're just doing this to get Bailey one more win. Because what was I going to say? Because once Dana turns heel, or once she turns face, like those losses she got as a heel won't really matter that much. I don't know if that makes sense. But like I know they did it with AJ Styles. Like he was a face, and Kevin Owens beat him clean. Like Kevin Owens beat him back when he was like mid card, like clean.
Yeah.
Then the next week he turned heel, and like we forgot about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I feel like they could do the same thing here. So.
Oh man, AJ and Kevin in the same ring. You can't even imagine that now.
Yeah, it'd be awesome. That would be really cool.
So yeah, it wasn't that interesting a match. It happened. Bailey's getting up there. We know one day it's going to be Sasha versus Bailey. So this is all little inklings to set up for that one day. But Bailey's not doing a ton of it. She's just trying to look good and get her name out there, even though she was already in a title match, which I don't know, kind of did. She didn't really need to be there.
Right, and the women looks like are going to be busy during Survivor Series in that tag match. And then they're going to, I guess, do something for Roadblock. And then Royal Rumble, I'm guessing they're going to start having Bailey and Sasha matches with Sasha eventually like turning heel and Bailey winning in a WrestleMania or something.
Yeah, I feel like Sasha, like I already in my head see Sasha as a tweener right now.
Oh, yeah?
I don't know. The way she talks is so like,
I'm the boss.
Yeah, it's like.
But she said it yes sir with Roman Reigns.
Yeah. If you're a face, like, you're not so, like, self-righteous.
Yeah.
Like, you're more about, like, yeah, you like yourself, but you're not so, like, obsessed with yourself. Like, self-obsession is not something I think of as, like, a good guy.
Something she has in common with Roman Reigns.
Hey, maybe. But,
oh, he does. I'm the guy.
Yeah.
How is that not self-righteous?
Yeah, you're right, but he doesn't really do that much. It is pretty neat that they did the Roman and Sasha stuff this week. Did you like that?
I love that. Yeah, I think they work well together.
Yeah, it made them look good together. I was like, yeah, I can see them two together. And they're like, yeah, we should get a mixed tag team belt. We should do it.
That'd be cool.
I mean, it was really random whenever Sasha was talking, and then Charlotte came out, and you're like, yeah, there's going to do feud stuff. And then Rusev and Lana come out, and you're like, they have nothing to do with what's going on. But they made it interesting, and they made it cool, and they had a moment where Roman and... The moment in the match where Sasha has the bank statement on and Rusev comes to stop it and Roman jumps over, spears Rusev and stops him and the match ends, I was like legitimately really hyped about that. It was a really good finish to a match. Like a very, very good finish to the match.
I love Roman in the spot he's in right now.
Yeah, I love him. He's thriving. Like he hasn't done a ton because it hasn't been that long, but I like it. I'm allowed to like him because I wasn't allowed to before, basically.
No, you were allowed to. It's just he was
even like they didn't even let him do anything that was like allowed to be like
right.
Yeah, he was in the wrong spot at the wrong time. But
like, this is Roman Reigns, really. Okay, he's a guy says like, "Oh, what you doing over there?" on the mic, and then he says really, really cringy shit. Okay, that's Roman Reigns, and they're letting him do that, and I think that's great.
Yeah, and if we like him now, it'll be better because it means we'll like him later when they put him back in the title spot.
Okay. Also, we were talking about women, but we literally neglected to talk about like the most important women thing that happened this week. What do you think about Charlotte and Sasha being in Hell in a Cell?
Didn't we talk about this earlier?
I don't think we gave an opinion on it.
I think it's cool. I mean, it's the first time ever, and I'm really surprised about that since it's been around for like 18, 19, whatever, how long it's been there for, the Hell in a Cell match. I guess you're not surprised since women.
I don't think Kelly versus Michelle McCool was ever going to happen in Hell in a Cell. I don't know about that.
It's believable. Like I totally believe this match. Like Hell in a Cell. Let's do it.
You can see like a Hell in a Cell match happening, like brutal, and she finally gets the pinfall, and you just hear hello, hello, hello.
I don't know that theme, but sure.
Generic old school divas theme, really.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But no, I couldn't. I believe it now. I wouldn't be able to believe it back then with people like Jesus Christ, Mickey James or something. Mickey James actually making a comeback. Anyways, but I believe it now, so I'm super hyped for it. I hope they're gonna like try to burn the house down because like they're getting this stage, getting this opportunity, and you know they'll take it because they're two like very good wrestlers.
Like I said, it should main event the pay-per-view.
It should. Don't think it will. They wouldn't risk that twice in a row. That's too risky.
I mean, like, they're just showing that like the brands are trying to one up each other, you know?
Yeah, but Raw can one up SmackDown just by having the main event come on last. Simple as that. It's like, oh, we actually have a format to our pay-per-view.
Because like you could be like, SmackDown, that was a good idea you did putting them for title match on first, but you messed up because you put the wrong match on last. So we're gonna put the world title match on first, and then we're gonna put the right match on last.
I don't know. I think it'd be dumb to put the main event on first again. Like, I think it would annoy casual fans because they'd be like, is this a thing now? Like, are they keep doing this? And it was a risk. They've only done it once ever. Doing it twice in a row just sounds a little.
This card, in my opinion, isn't looking too great anyway.
Oh, I think it looks fine.
Hell in a Cell matches, though modern, are not super great.
Yeah, they can't do as much with the brutality.
And we have 3 of them.
Like I said, 2 would have been the most. If they had the... I'm trying to think of the 3, which one would you omit not having Hell in a Cell?
World title.
I want to see Seth and Kevin in a world title match. I'd probably say Roman Rusev, but I want all 3. So I still am super interested in all 3 because if you took one out, I'd be mad. Because I'm like, all 3 should be in Hell in a Cell.
Kevin and Seth isn't worthy of Hell in a Cell, I don't think.
I think it's, I don't know. It'd just be the same exact match then. I don't know.
We're going to probably get a similar match, though.
I suppose.
And I think Seth and Triple H in Hell in a Cell would be better.
So, what did you think this week about our good old boys, the Club? They weren't fighting the Golden Truth.
Yeah, they didn't have a tag match.
But
I heard they did, but I don't know who I heard that from. I just read it, I think. But
they actually did the Boot of Doom.
Yeah, they did. I love the Boot.
I know. It's like I haven't seen the Boot of Doom in forever.
Boot of Doom.
I know. I'm like, they're actually doing things.
I like it.
I think now they'll just have New Day kind of like not even do much with the tag title, just like interfere with other people and like as far as promos go and just screw around until they get Demolition's record. And New Day, the Bullet Club will just do whatever in the background, destroying like really jobber tag teams until they actually let them get the title. That's what I think will eventually happen. Unless they give it to Cesaro and Sheamus. It's either of those 2 that'll be the next new tag team champions.
Mm-hmm. I think I was like I got the new 2K17 game, right?
Yeah.
And they have like a mode in it, universe mode, where you can kind of like do whatever you want. And usually whatever I do is I like put it up to date, and then I just kind of like go through some weeks and like play some matches, go to the pay-per-views, make like, this is what I think the card should be, and then I play through the matches, be like, okay, cool. I gave Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson the tag titles, but like I put them with Paul Heyman.
Oh well, put Paul Heyman with the Ascension. I'm kidding, because they can't talk and they suck.
The Wasteland. No, I don't know. It was kind of like a knee-jerk move to be like, how do we make the Club relevant? Go pull Paul Heyman with them. Like
Paul Heyman's too busy right now with his boy Brock Lesnar because they're actually doing main event stuff.
True, but Brock's not going to be around all the time.
True.
And, he did it for Curtis Axel.
True.
And I think he could... I don't know. I see him with the club, the 3 bald guys, and I don't hate it. I don't hate it. I think it actually...
I think this is worlds away. Would never happen, but it's an interesting thought.
Yeah. I do that. Whenever I'm playing my wrestling games, I have my booking cap on. So probably in the next couple weeks, you're going to hear a lot of really out there booking decisions from me.
I suppose. I also, Endzone Cast, they could also win the tag titles. I forgot to say that.
Ooh, I think they should win it at a big event, though.
Yeah,
like
people,
WrestleMania.
Whenever they finally win, people are going to flip. I'd be really happy.
Mm.
I'm getting that Bada Boom shirt. Realest guys in the room.
Oh, yeah, you are.
Yeah, I'm excited for it.
You know who should win the tag titles?
Who?
Bo Dallas and Curtis Axel.
Well, it's better than what I thought.
Who were you going to say?
I was going to say the Ascension. Yeah, I really like the Ascension. They're a good copy off of the Road Warriors. Really great.
I don't know. I think Breezango should win, and that's actually my real thought. Like, I'm not making a joke right now. I think Breezango is good enough to win the tag titles. Anyway.
I think you're a joke. Anyways, so New Day, talking about how they don't actually do anything with their title. Kofi versus Cesaro. What do you think? What did you think about that? Like, why would they have a singles match?
I like them together. They make good matches.
Yeah, I was, because they actually have something going there. They're like, oh, you get a match for our title? Okay, well, I'll show you that's not how it should be.
Oh, you know what I could see happening?
What?
Cesaro and Sheamus beat Kofi in the New Day, right?
Yes.
They beat the New Day, not really like a fluke, but like they sort of do it themselves. Then they face the club, and they don't cooperate, and the club takes advantage, and the club wins.
I'd hate that only because if Cesaro got a title, Cesaro better keep that fucking title. You don't just take that as a joke from Cesaro.
I mean,
make
even
Cesaro
if
a joke.
Cesaro and Sheamus win, they're not going to be as good of a pairing as Cesaro and Tyson Kidd. That was a great team.
Yeah, I didn't pay that much attention to it. Not gonna lie.
I love. They had some great matches. They had their entrance one time. Cesaro did a Kamehameha, and Tyson's like, "Whoa."
Okay, it's pretty good. Too bad Tyson's dead.
Wow. We got an injury update from Tyson this week, who says he still can't feel his head.
Oh.
So that's not funny.
You know what's not funny? Do you know what's not?
Are you looking at your notes for the next match
funny?
So you can make a little transition?
Do you know what's not funny? That fucking Braun Strowman, I thought they were going to give him some real competition.
No, they didn't.
They made a joke off of what stadium they were in and said, oh, this team who has the Splash Brothers, let's make our own in wrestling terms. So he fought 2 guys at once instead of 1-on-1. Yeah, that's real talent. Yeah. So it was just another week prolonging them not having to have to do anything with Braun Strowman.
Braun Strowman versus Big Show. I'm sorry, but it's happening.
That'd be a good match, but they're gonna give him if they're gonna give him a real opponent, it's gonna be a small guy first. Braun I'd be totally serious.
Braun Strowman and Big Show would have a good match.
They'd have a great match. I would be so intrigued by the grappling war that they'd put in together.
Dude, you remember the Big Show and Eric Rowan match? It was a stairs match.
Do you remember the Big Show fucking sumo match at WrestleMania?
Oh, I don't know.
That's a real fucking match.
That's a good match, but I think
that's a good match. You just tell me it's a good match.
I think the stair match is I like that just a little bit more, just because they renamed the whole pay-per-view tables, ladders, chairs, and stairs. They renamed the whole pay-per-view for a really, really dumb match. It's so bad.
Wrestling's so dumb. I hate it.
Tables, ladders, chairs, and stairs.
But yeah, doing nothing with Braun again, and we can just brush over this real quick. Titus O'Neil, he's got his gimmick still going. They're like, what did you do with R-Truth? R-Truth did what he always did. R-Truth did what he always did. And yeah, I don't know what they're going to do with Titus O'Neil. I think it's just going to gimmick that's going to do literally nothing for no reason.
Zero clue. Absolutely zero clue what they're doing with
but the thing is...
And you know what's funny, though? Remember when speaking of no clue, remember when I said Bo Dallas, they had no idea? I was hoping they had an idea of what they were taking him.
They don't.
No, they don't. He's just back with Curtis Axel again. It's the local, or the social outcast again.
I was a little bit disappointed about that.
Yeah, I don't really know.
The only reason you could have seen that coming is that his new ring attire said Outcast on it, so I was like, okay, he's not completely separated from the social outcasts.
But, I don't understand why they do that. Why would they start something like that, give it a whole segment if they're not even going to follow up with anything?
Hey, they got a pretty big push. They got a match against Neville and Sami Zayn, so I don't know what you're talking about.
Did they win?
I don't know. Do you think that Neville and Sami Zayn should keep pairing together, or Sami to stay solo?
No. I think, I love them pairing together, but...
Neville's got to go to Cruiserweight.
Cruiserweight division needs Neville. And I think just the mid-card in general needs Sami. There aren't too many people on the roster who are strictly mid-carders.
Yes.
Sami Zayn is the only true mid-card. Chris Jericho beat him at Clash Champions because Chris Jericho is upper mid-card. And Kevin beat him because he is top, he's high main event. Seth Rollins always beats him when they have matches. Then who else you got? You got Titus O'Neil. Sami Zayn beats him because Titus O'Neil sucks.
Yeah.
The only one I can really see as a mid-card to match him is Rusev.
I suppose, yeah, you had a good point when you said that. What about Sami? I said this already, but against Roman, but you don't think that makes sense?
No, I at this point, yeah. I don't know who else Sami's going to face.
They got to do something with Sami eventually.
Yeah.
Because, holy shit, they ain't doing nothing with him.
Yeah.
But I feel bad. Neville, they have a track that they can put these guys on, but they're just not on it right now. Yeah. And whenever this stuff happens, I can only put my mind into theirs and imagine what they're going through. And they're like, God, they're not doing shit with me. Back when I was in NXT, I actually, people were really behind me. I had great matches, and now I'm here and nothing happens. And it's
they still have good matches. It's just they don't have any meaning.
I'm talking matches with scope, matches with emotion.
Okay.
And it's if the WWE main roster is what you're fighting for when you're in NXT and you actually reach it and nothing happens when you're there, it's kind of was this what I was looking for? Tyler Breeze sucks. Okay, so don't tell
Tyler Breeze was great in NXT.
Tyler Breeze is stupid.
He had really good matches in NXT.
Yeah, it's fucking Johnny Nitro.
Okay, they brought in Jushin Thunder Liger. Okay, and they gave it to Tyler Breeze because they knew he would have a great match with him.
Give him a better gimmick.
Oh, okay. Did you see SmackDown Fallout where he was looking for Fandango?
I didn't because I don't like him.
Oh my god! No, he's talking to Fandango. They're walking in, and he's like, "Yeah, that's really funny." And it zooms out, and Fandango's gone, and he's like, "Where'd Fandango go?" And then he's like, "There's been a crime here. I have to investigate." And he just puts up caution tape on the wall.
Oh my god, that's amazingly stupid. Is it as bad as Where's the Demon King? Where's the Demon King?
It's not as
Demon
bad,
King, are you over here?
That was an actual promo to fill up, to actually build up an actual match.
Demon King. Oh, that was Demon King. Where are you? Where's the Demon King? Demon King.
Demon King. Where's the Demon King?
Maybe if you go to the ring, you call it Demon King will come.
Hurry.
Okay.
Hurry.
Cue Seth Rollins' music.
Cue Seth Rollins' music.
Oh man, that was. Oh wait, was there any? Okay, there was Mick Foley because there was a setup about all of the matches.
What do you think? What do you think about Paul Heyman challenging Goldberg?
Oh yeah, because it was Paul Heyman challenging Goldberg. You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Paul Heyman versus Goldberg.
No,
You're right.
Not what I meant.
No, that's what you said.
Oh my god,
dummy! You dummy!
Brock Lesnar versus Goldberg. Do you like it or not?
I love it. If anybody who doesn't like it, they I don't know why they wouldn't.
Yeah, a lot of people are saying it's going to suck because their WrestleMania 20 match sucked. But you have to understand
that was so long ago. They have a chance to
you have to understand that was a really long time ago, and both of them that was literally
are so much better
in their current run. Both of them, so they literally didn't give it a crap at all, and the fans shot on the whole match because they knew.
Yeah, at that time, they both all the fans knew they were both leaving the company.
Yeah. That's why they shat on it.
Yeah. All right. Well, we got Brock, who he's a mid card. Oh my god. Tom, my roommate was snapping in the background. It got me off my mojo. Yeah, Brock's the mid card. He's stuck in the mid card.
Hey, Sami Zayn needs a mid carder to feud with. Oh, how about Brock Lesnar?
Yeah, Brock Lesnar is like always forever going to be top card, and whenever he comes in, it's always exciting because it's like, oh, Brock's back. He's going to have a big match against somebody. It's going to be, no matter what, it'll be interesting because he's a good wrestler, big, huge monster. He'll do something. And you got Goldberg, and he's not going to come back just to be meh. He's going to come back, doing his very best because he's going to really care.
Do you think Goldberg can beat Brock? Because I don't think so.
Well, Brock won the last one, right?
Mm-hmm.
So,
No. Goldberg won the last one.
You sure?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Goldberg won the last one. So I think Brock has to win this one.
I mean, they're obviously building Brock Lesnar up to lose to somebody eventually. I don't know who he's going to have to lose. Like, who could beat Brock?
Seth Rollins at WrestleMania, you dumb idiot.
You think Seth Rollins?
Seth Rollins beat him at WrestleMania, you stupid idiot.
No, I mean, who do you think could beat him in a one-on-one match? Who do you think they're going to eventually have him lose to?
Well, no one has yet. How about Sami Zayn? Braun Strowman. The Club. T.J. Perkins. Paul Heyman?
He's gonna need some extra lives.
Chris Jericho. Oh, yeah, no. It's a match, T.J. Perkins versus Brock Lesnar. But T.J. Perkins gets 9 lives. And he gets level ups.
Up, down, left, right, PA, start. Take that,
Hey, guess
Brock.
what, Brock? I had the Konami code. I got 30 lives now. Ha ha. And then he just suplexes him 30 times. He's like, oh, he lost.
Oh, wow. 16 suplexes in one match. What are you, a Super Nintendo?
Oh, boy. It's so bad.
Or are you going to hit me with your blast processing?
Oh, God. I'd make fun of you for making that up, but that's exactly what happened. Anyways, Brock versus Goldberg. I think it's going to be exciting. I think it's going to do good for WWE, too, because whenever Brock comes back, you get casual fans, definitely, because Brock Lesnar's big in UFC, so people pay attention. Because they're like, oh, Brock, he's an important guy.
Mm-hmm.
But people remember Goldberg. Like, people know Goldberg. I bet if I told my dad Goldberg's coming back to WWE and having a match against Brock Lesnar, he'd be like, oh, that's pretty neat. I remember Goldberg. Like, oh, yeah. Like, you set up these matches to get attention to people who won't care about Seth Rollins versus Kevin Owens because they don't know who those people are. Mm-hmm. You know? So, I think it'll be good.
Hey, Goldberg, you're old news. Why don't you go back to GameStop where all the used games are?
Stop that, please. Please okay. Stop. But anyways, looking forward to the match. It's going to be good for the Survivor Series card. I was like, why don't they wait till WrestleMania? But why not just do it in like the next month or so?
Yeah.
So that's Raw.
WrestleMania might be where he loses.
Maybe. I mean, he technically lost WrestleMania 31, but you keep ignoring it.
He signed a 2-year deal, right? Was it 3 years?
I think it was a few years.
Okay.
Let's be honest. He's not going to go like back to UFC like consistently. So
no, he's never going. He's not going back for like another year at least because he got banned.
Oh, you're right. Yeah. So, but UFC needs him. If he wanted to come back consistently, like they wouldn't say like, no, we don't want to touch cheaters.
Right. Anything else you want to talk about Raw this week?
Yeah. SmackDown's challenging in Survivor Series. Transition of the year.
Yeah. Also, Seth Rollins, Chris Jericho happened again. It was a good match. Okay, moving on.
Oh, yeah, and he wanted to fight to get on the title picture, and it did not happen. But it's pretty neat because there was a promo where basically Kevin and Chris were like, oh, if one of us is champion, we're both champions. So it doesn't matter if Chris was to win.
Yeah. But
you know for sure Chris is going to be the one to like change that.
Yeah, he's going to get jealous. He already looked at it last week. He had that stare.
But I want them to keep this list of Jericho going on as long as possible. Mm-hmm. He's really good right now. I used to hate him. You used to hate him. Like back the last time I can remember disliking him was Extreme Rules.
When he got the tax in his back?
Yeah.
You didn't like it?
Oh, no, I liked what the movie did, but, like, that character I just was so bad.
69 tags, that stupid idiot Ambrose.
I love that.
Okay, maybe not that, but there was, like, some stuff where, like, he took a box and threw it against the wall to, like, make himself, like, look super edgy, but it came off as really cringy. Mm-hmm. Whenever he started the stupid idiot stuff, I started to like him a lot better. Whenever he did Pero idiots, that was top of the line.
That was funny.
Are you Pero? All I see is a Pero idiots. That was great. But
Okay.
anyways, Chris is great. I think he's definitely going to be in a main event for a pay-per-view soon. In at least the next few months. It's going to happen.
Definitely.
And I can see him taking that Universal title.
Really?
You don't think he's going to take it?
I don't think he's going to take it. I think he's going to fight for it, though.
Okay, maybe he won't take it, but it'd be a nice swerve. He could use one last title run. It doesn't have to be a super long title run, but a title run. Mm-hmm. Anyways, so that was Raw this week. A lot better. It was actually a lot better. I enjoyed it. Yep. There were some good moments, like the finish of the ending with Sasha and Roman together, like holding up together. I'm like, that's a good ending to a match. Seth winning against Chris, like finally, like, yeah, I'm not just being fucked over by them every week. It's like, that's good. Mm-hmm. Cruiserweight stuff was all right. The Paul Heyman promo was always really good. I liked it a lot when he was like, "Oh, you're like, what was it?" He said like something a pun about using like "you're next."
Yeah,
like his Goldberg's being called out instead, and because he's the one who's next. And it's like, okay, let's do this. And I'm into it. And the New Day stuff with Cesaro and Sheamus, like. It was a solid Raw. Like, nothing too bad to complain about. If it was worth complaining about, it was like really low card stuff.
Yeah, I agree. It was a pretty good Raw. I enjoyed it.
So how about that smacketh the downeth?
Honestly, I feel like SmackDown like lacked something this week.
It was right after a pay-per-view, so it feels like there was stuff they could have gone off of too.
Like nothing. I feel like it could have used another big match, but. I don't know. Let's get into it. So it started out.
If you look at it, there really wasn't a big match. There wasn't even really a big main event match.
There was the tag match with the Wyatts and the Randy Orton and Kane.
That's true.
Yeah. Anyway, they had Shane and Daniel Bryan have the Survivor Series challenges. Now, I like the idea, like the 5v5. Superstars match, even the women's 5v5, I like that too. But I think the tag team one is a little much.
Yeah, whenever I heard that, I was like, oh my god, they're gonna have 3 of them. Like the gimmick matches, like you can't have too many of them. Like Hell in a Cell, I'll take 3. If you have me 3 Survivor Series matches like that, it's like, oh,
I don't know. I think 3 in a Hell in a Cell matches is too much, and 3 tag or 3 elimination matches is too much, especially when the tag team one, like. I think
you're gonna have like if you have the Ascension in that match, it's gonna be like, oh, that's really cringy.
They're gonna be in it. You know they're gonna be in it. It's 5.
Yeah, because they don't have that many tag teams.
5, yeah. But I don't know. It's probably gonna work the same way that the Elimination Chamber one last year did.
Yeah. No matter what, I'm interested because Raw versus SmackDown.
Yeah,
because
it'll be great.
It's like. They're feuding, so hey, just let them go at it because this is the first time since the split that they've had a chance to do that.
There was
SummerSlam, but SummerSlam it was all people in their own brand.
Yeah, I honestly hope they go.
Other than Raw and Brock.
I hope they go like full steam ahead for the Survivor Series teams. Like I hope they have like Dolph and Miz on the same team, Roman and Rusev on the same team. Throw Sami Zayn in there,
Yeah, I'm interested for the setups they can do for it because at least give like things that they can talk about in the show, other than having like these weird promos that it's like, well, that didn't do anything.
Like, can they cooperate? And I still think they need something to fight over, though.
Yeah, maybe it's like whoever wins the Survivor Series match gets to have the better title back.
No, that's dumb.
No, that's great.
That's terrible.
I'm joking.
The idea that the winner gets the main event slot at WrestleMania is. It's better, but I feel like they could do better than that too.
Winner gets both titles.
God damn.
Winner, wait. Great idea.
Why are you here?
Not even kidding. Great idea. Winner gets to steal a talent.
Oh, I like that.
Like that. SmackDown wins, SmackDown can take Sami Zayn.
Like they have to cooperate. Well,
I guarantee this is what they're going to do. Now that I thought about it, I think this is what they're going to do. Because they kept building up like, oh, who could go from SmackDown to Raw or Raw to SmackDown?
Yeah, you're right. You're right. I don't know. I feel like the that doesn't really benefit the actual talent though. Like having the main event slot at WrestleMania benefits the actual talent competing in the match.
Yeah, but no matter what, the talent has to.
Yeah, but like this way,
if the show puts them into
work
a spot
together, because like, dang, I want to be the main event of WrestleMania. I'm gonna try to put like all my beef with you aside. We got to do this.
I guess. Yeah, you're right. But dang, I do like that idea.
I wouldn't mind doing both, to be honest. Like, yeah. I don't know. They definitely need something to fight over, though.
Both of them are interesting thoughts. I like that we're thinking. We're probably thinking more than they are. I'm kidding. But,
true. Probably not wrong.
But they're both good ideas. Like, neither of them are like, oh, that's stupid.
Yeah.
What do they usually do, whoever wins Survivor Series?
Nothing.
It just doesn't matter.
Nope.
Okay. I haven't been... My history of watching wrestling, Survivor Series has not been that important recently.
You mean like back in the day when they did SmackDown vs. Raw?
Yeah.
I'm not sure, actually.
But that last few years, it's just nothing.
Yeah, it is nothing.
The last important Survivor Series was...
2015 was a really good one.
2015? 2014 was really good because Sting.
Oh, no, I'm thinking 2014. Sorry, no, 2015 was actually like one of the worst Survivor Series ever. 2014 was a good one.
Yeah, because I remember Sting debuted and Dolph was the last survivor, and it was pretty epic.
Yeah, that was amazing.
And he beat the Authority. Like, that Authority ended for a little bit, and it was like, oh, finally.
Mm-hmm.
Sting ended the Authority with Dolph. That's awesome.
2015 was... This card is literally already looking better than 2015. So that was the worst.
Yeah, I'm excited for Survivor Series. And it's like the next pay-per-view for SmackDown, so I don't have to worry about another pay-per-view coming like the next few weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's like, oh, they finally share a pay-per-view. I can actually like breathe for my wrestling for a little bit.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah. But, so we have our new champ, the Dolph Ziggler, and they're doing stuff with him. He couldn't just have a rematch with Miz right away, obviously. So he brings out the Spirit Squad. You like that match?
Yeah, I think it's really interesting. Like I said before, I hope the Spirit Squad comes back. It's like Miz's J&J security, sort of.
Yeah, it's also him like drowning his demons. He's like, this is my past. I gotta destroy my past so Miz can't use it against me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Also, that double DDT he did was awesome.
Yeah.
It was so cool. Like, he's electrifying. I don't know. They use that most electrifying man sports entertainment. Who is that?
It's The Rock.
Oh, Rock. Sorry. When I think these things in my head, I don't process them to certain names.
Yeah.
But
what'd you think about Dolph and Miz's promo beforehand?
Not much. Other than my favorite part that Miz said was, we need to have a funeral for the IC title. I was like, oh, it's awesome because he's not worthy of having it.
Yeah, the Miz is still like the IC title. You can tell the IC title was like a big part of him, but like he's still amazing without it.
Yeah, he's gonna be great. You said Miz couldn't be great without it, and he's gonna prove you wrong.
No, I didn't say that.
A while ago, you said Miz is a lot better with it. Like he needs to keep it.
Well, he proved me wrong already.
Yeah.
Like, as far as I'm concerned, the way he talked in the mic, where he's like, "You imagine what I'm gonna do to get it back." Like, I think it's pretty convincing. So, Dolph's
career definitely needed it though. Like he needed a lift.
Yeah, that was
because I totally care a ton about Dolph now. Dolph's awesome.
It would have been a lot better as a main event though.
They did screw that up, but the match still happened and it was still good.
Yeah,
I think him taking his shoe off taking his boot off. I was like, what's he trying to accomplish here?
Yeah, I think they it was like a throwback to Eddie Guerrero from his match against Kurt Angle from WrestleMania 20.
Oh, okay.
Because they mentioned it was the anniversary of Eddie Guerrero. I think Eddie Guerrero's death, maybe. Although it might be, I don't remember. They mentioned Eddie Guerrero's anniversary or something.
The only Eddie Guerrero match I can remember specifically something happened was No Way Out when he won the title.
It's probably my favorite Eddie Guerrero match.
I mean, yeah.
That one and the ladder match against Rey Mysterio for the custody of his
son.
Oh
my god, the custody, that's so good. Cannot believe they did bullshit like that. Like, that's only could happen in wrestling. So bad.
Oh my god, that's one of the things that I love explaining to people.
Like, who don't know wrestling. It's just you can tell them, yeah, these two guys, former best friends, both huge Mexican pride guys, they're big luchadors, and one of them's got a son, but he doesn't have the custody. One's claiming, I don't know. So they have a ladder match, and whoever gets the custody papers gets to own the son. It's like, what the fuck's going on?
I remember I mentioned this earlier on the podcast, but like my one friend who was like, "What's this thing about the list?" And I'm like, "Oh, here we go."
Yeah, and then you'd be like, "Well, it's great. That's all I gotta say."
Yeah,
you just made the list. They got interviewed, and one of the guys didn't. He was like, Chris was like, "Say sorry, Kevin." And instead, he spelled his name wrong. So he's like, "You just made the list." He's like, "You spelled my name wrong." He's like, "Da-da, da." He's really good right now. He's so great.
All right, let's move
and Kevin's really good too. Like they're both really good. I would be sad that they didn't have the title. The run's really good.
Yeah,
they're very cute.
I'm glad you said that. Let's move on.
So literally that's like half the show.
Yeah, pretty much.
Naomi versus Carmella. Naomi was getting a push, and she still is. She's winning all her matches. That's pretty important, right?
Yeah, I think triple threat Alexa Bliss, Naomi, and Becky would be good. I would enjoy that match.
It would be good.
It would be good.
Yeah. Naomi is since she did her huge revitalization as her light stuff. It's pretty neat.
I like it.
She doesn't talk a ton on the mic, so it's get behind for somebody. You have to see them on a mic. By the way, whenever Alexa Bliss lost to Naomi and she had a tantrum in the middle of the ring, it was kind of cringy.
I still love Alexa Bliss.
She was like,
I made her my manager in my career mode.
Oh boy,
She's the best.
But hey, Naomi's doing things, so I'm glad somebody's doing things other than just Becky and Alexa Bliss. That's her name. Obviously, Carmella and Nikki are fighting, and that's gonna be not that super interesting.
Yeah,
it's a thing. It's not that thing I care about that much. You can tell Nikki just keeps wrestling, so she could have her TV show and doesn't keep wrestling because she cares about it as much as Charlotte or Sasha Banks or Bayley care about wrestling.
Yeah, she's way past her prime.
Yeah, she
doesn't mean she's bad though. Doesn't mean she's bad.
She's not bad, but she doesn't need wrestling. She's here because she's back from a neck injury, but wrestling doesn't really need her. They need her for they just need her to exist in wrestling so they can have a reality show. I don't mean that as a bad thing. It's good for them that happens.
All right, so American Alpha and Usos feud is continuing. That's good.
It's weird though that the Usos had a match against the tag. Just had a match against the tag title holders, and they wouldn't try to face them again to get it back. So they faced Chad, the American Alpha. We know for sure the Usos are going to get it before American Alpha does. So it's okay.
Yeah, I'm just curious as to how they're going to get them. They already Heath and Rhino already beat them twice.
Heath and Rhino aren't surviving another pay-per-view with the titles.
Really? You think so?
Yeah.
Well, they're going to lose
the next pay-per-view defense, not SmackDown defense of their titles. They're losing
TLC, right? In December.
Oh, well, I'll then never mind. I think they'll lose it way before then.
I don't know.
I don't think they'll hold it past November. By November, they won't have the titles.
Well, remember they have that elimination match. So they could probably, I don't know.
The elimination match, what would it be for? I don't know.
No.
Anyways, I don't think they'll have it by November. I don't know. Maybe give me mid-November-ish.
I mean, I hate to be the guy. I don't know. It would have made more sense to have the Usos win it here at No Mercy, but I like Slater and Rhino a lot.
Yeah, they're really cool.
Yeah, they're great.
They finally gave him a tag. Oh shit!
It's unprofessional.
We don't have to be professional. Yeah, we do. They finally are they giving them a tag team name? I guess it's Beauty and the Man Beast.
Maybe. I don't know. I don't like that. I think Slater and Rhino is better.
Apparently they're Beauty and the Man. Yeah, Slater and Rhino. I don't know. Most people have a tag name, but American Alpha are cool. Want American Alpha to do really well. They're sweet. They're too sweet. But we know the Usos are going to get it soon, and the Usos, they're bad. They're bad in a good way. I don't like you.
They're like the Power Glove.
Nope. That's a different bad. There's 3 different bads. But anyways. Shut up, you jerk. But they're the kind of bad where I'm like, ooh, like fuck, they're schemy. I don't like that. They're bad.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah. So
I love
what did you think?
Usos. They're so bad.
What did you think about our boy Kane disappearing before our very eyes?
Oh my god! Whoa!
Whoa! I'm so worried about what's going on.
Oh my god!
That sounds like you're worried.
Oh no, Kane! Where'd you go, buddy?
Since when are Kane and Randy even friends? Oh, they're friends because they both fought Bray. Yeah, totally.
Because whenever Kane was concessions, Kane he gave him his nuts.
Oh yeah.
Ryback was like, "You forgot your nuts."
God, I can't stand wrestling sometimes. Kane's mask is terrible.
Yeah,
it looks so bad. Why don't they just have him with his old mask? I don't get it.
He came out in 2012. He came back in 2012, and he had like this new getup. This is like where he debuted it, and he came out with his entrance. He was wearing like an iron mask.
Oh,
and then he took the iron, and it's like, oh dang, that's actually kind of cool. Then he took the iron mask off, and it revealed the mask he has right now. And we're like,
oh no, you should have kept it on, buddy.
And then he just eventually ditched it. Yeah, I don't know. It's better than Corporate Kane.
It's way better than Corporate Kane's a joke. They're like, wow, we got this demon, and now he's a businessman.
Have you ever been on Kayfabe News?
I don't go on there, no.
They have one that's like Kane forgets wrestling attire for 49th week in a row.
That's great.
That website's awesome. Check it out. Wrestling Kayfabe News. Kayfabe News.
So they actually have Bray winning matches. You happy about that?
Yeah, I mean,
you know he's gonna lose the feud, but hey, whatever.
Yeah, he's definitely losing the feud. Who are they gonna? I don't know what they're gonna do with. You know what they might do is they might put him with Dolph next.
Yeah, but Dolph's better gonna win that feud too.
Yeah.
God, yeah, I don't know who they put him with.
Bray's
and that'd be kind of a downgrade as far as talent goes, because Randy's a bigger name than Dolph.
Yeah, but maybe he could somehow get the IC title.
No, Dolph's gonna keep it for a few months. Come on.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not gonna begin to predict too much. It's not that important.
Yeah. My problem with wrestling is like instead of paying like a ton of attention to what's going on right now, I'm always like, what will this lead to, and like why will it matter?
Yeah.
And I put so much time into that, and I'm like, nah, I should just enjoy what's going on right now. Sometimes I get caught up in that.
All right, on to the most controversial part of the week.
It was very entertaining.
It's James.
A man almost died.
Yes, that's very true. Also, James Ellsworth versus AJ Styles. Special guest referee Dean Ambrose. What did you think about this? Because I have a lot of opinions on this too.
Sometimes, like, I'm like, okay, WWE, like, the writers never listen to the fans. Like, they just do whatever they want. Because, like, why would they keep pushing Roman up if no one cares about him? But then, James Ellsworth wouldn't be back unless they listened to the fans because everybody loved him because it was funny. So they're like, okay, let's bring James Ellsworth back as a joke. Okay, so he's here now in the main event. What? So obviously WWE does listen to his fans to do stuff like that. He's like, that's neat. Everybody will think that's cool. But now he's here and it's like, why? This does nothing to AJ. It's just a joke, like for 2 weeks to keep the feud going until the next pay-per-view. So it's like, okay.
Yeah, here's my thoughts on it, right? Is that there's generally two different camps of people I see with this. One of them half is like, this is funny. I like James. This is good. And the other half's like, oh, they had James Ellsworth pin the champion. That's disgraceful. AJ should lose to James Ellsworth. Let me tell you though, okay, you're gonna look back. This is one of those segments that you're gonna see on like a segment on like a DVD or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's memorable.
Yeah, we'll definitely remember this because we were there for a James Ellsworth WWE debut.
Yeah, and like the thing is, whenever you're supposed to like try to get as many important, memorable moments as you can, and like if AJ were to just beat James Ellsworth, it'd be whatever, right? But
yeah,
James Ellsworth pinned him, so now we're gonna remember that for a really long time. It's gonna be like a cool moment to look back on, and you're gonna be like, "Oh my god, you remember when that happened?" And then they had a match for the actual title. Like,
give me the chance that James Ellsworth wins next week. I do not think it's 0. I do not think it's 0%.
1, but if he does win it, he's gonna lose it later that night.
No, see, the only way I can see it happening is if Dean's the guest ref again.
Oh my god, what if they do that?
And then Dean beats up James and's like, give me his title, fuck, and takes the title.
Oh, that'd be weird.
But no matter what, if the James won, it'd be a complete joke of the title. It'd be bad. It'd be bad.
I don't think it. I don't know. I wouldn't hate it.
But I was completely fine with the finish this week because it made Dean look great.
Yeah, I honest to God, if James Ellsworth won next week, I would not be mad at all. I would not be mad at all. And like, I mean, obviously, if he kept it for more than a week, I would. If he kept it for like, if he won an opening match and he lost it again, like in the main event, I'd be okay with that. But yeah, people are like, "Oh, it's ruining the legacy." But like I said, it's about moments. It's about having memorable moments. You know, giving people something to look back on.
It keeps proving that Dean's not insane anymore. He's just a funny guy who does silly and quirky things. But
hell, AJ
whatever.
Kicked out of Dirty Deeds. Like Dean hit him with Dirty Deeds, and then he threw James on top of him. AJ kicked out, and then he's like, "Oh, just screw that!" And he hit him with another Dirty Deeds and then pinned him.
Oh, okay. I forgot about that because I only remembered how he Dirty Deeds him, and then it was 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, it was just a little detail I picked up on.
Also, James Ellsworth almost died, so maybe he deserves a title.
Yeah, he almost died. That was scary.
Thank God AJ has ring awareness. AJ was like, this man is about to die.
Yeah, AJ has done that before to people, and I think he knows he's a good enough veteran to know, like...
I believe he broke Yoshi Tatsu's neck? Was
that
it?
Yes, that was the video that I showed you that one time.
Ooh, yeah.
If you want to see a really nasty Styles Clash mess up, look up Styles Clash Yoshi Tatsu.
Don't do it for the faint of heart.
It is really hard to watch, but it's how this move can go wrong.
Yeah, it's definitely the most dangerous move they got going on in wrestling.
I like it, though.
Finishers go. Oh, it's a great move. Honestly, it's really different. It's different. It's awesome.
Yeah, honestly, I think I like the Phenomenal Forearm a lot, though. It's really grown on me. So
yeah, it's like a big, like high-flying spectacle move.
Yeah.
AJ can do everything.
Whenever I play him in 2K17, I always finish with the Phenomenal Forearm because it's great.
Hey, I always finish with I don't play the game. But anyways, good week wrestling. Good week wrestling. My boy Dolph is a champ. My boy James Ellsworth has a title match next week. Everything's going great for my boys.
What do you anything else you wanna add to the what else happened this week in wrestling?
Are you trying to elude me into saying something, or do you want a real answer?
I'm just asking, like, because there was a couple of weird like news stories. Like Matt Hardy apparently wants to buy TNA.
Could he afford it?
I don't know. Everyone, like, he clearly said it as a joke. Like, he tweeted something out and was like, "I want TNA's for sale. I'm gonna buy it, delete it," or something. Like, it was.
Has he ever acted as normal Matt Hardy since his character, like in person, like in interviews, does he always act as broken?
I think so. Yeah.
Interesting.
But like, yeah, there was like a TMZ thing where he was like, they were interviewing about like, what do you think about CM Punk's UFC debut? And he's like, I do not care. But
that's great.
Yeah, and then apparently like Billy Corgan, who as we knew was going to buy TNA and rebrand it, he apparently is suing them now.
Awesome.
So
love TNA.
Is
love
in
wrestling.
Great shape. TNA is in amazing shape.
Oh man, I'm just jealous. I wish I was in the shape they were in.
Hideo Itami got a neck injury. He just came back. There's a video online. It's really hard to watch too. It's You know Randy Orton's Power Slam?
Yeah.
Yeah, somebody did that to Hideo. They did it wrong. He landed right on his neck. Freaking Hideo Itami was just out for 9 months, and now he's out again for like a couple more. That's just terrible. But
I'm watching the Yoshitatsu Styles Clash right now. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh! Damn, that's so hard to watch.
It really is.
He keeps pinning him too. Of course, because it's a match, but how long was he out for?
Hideo?
Yeah. No, Yoshitatsu.
Oh, I have no idea. I didn't really see. I wasn't really paying attention to New Japan by then, so I don't really know. I could look it up, but I don't know. I'm not going to do that on the show.
It doesn't look as bad. Oh, it does, but it doesn't look as bad as Stone Cold's neck injury, though. That I can't get past.
Look up the Hideo Itami injury.
I'll do it after this.
Okay.
We got a show to finish.
It looks messed up. That's all we need to know.
So, everybody, we had a great time on the Joe and Shob show this week. Next week, might be the very first week where we won't have. It's literally not kidding. The only week where we won't have a pay-per-view that came before or is coming after. Dang. We won't have to predict and we won't have to recap. We just talk about SmackDown versus Raw and SmackDown Raw. And that's it.
Do you want me to hate? Do you want to hate me for a second here?
I already do, but hey, make it more.
I forgot to record video.
Oh, that's fine. You're good. I don't hate you at all.
Yeah, we were gonna start video podcasts this week, but I guess that's not gonna happen. Did you record video?
I didn't at all.
Okay, well then never mind. We'll put some other stuff on the screen, make it not monotonous. So.
Oh, you're fine. Yeah, we got the intro. We got all our stuff.
Yep,
we're rolling. We're doing our channel's going places. Awesome. Hey, if you guys got anything, suggestions, any way we could make the format of the show smooth? I don't know. Just do you guys want certain segments, not just always talking about the show? Favorite this thing, favorite that thing.
Yeah, we're thinking we're gonna film a bonus episode coming up here. Next time we're in person again. We're gonna probably do that. So
it's always best in person. We're fine over Skype, but when we're in person, so we're really
right.
We're shooting it. We're shooting the shit, man.
And I have the newest episode of Joe and Shob Show is always going to be on SoundCloud, and
we'll eventually have them archived, but that means we'll have to pay for a SoundCloud subscription.
Yeah, but we're not going to make that investment until we get some more traction going and find it more worthwhile, I guess.
I legitimately mean this. Anybody watching the show right now, thank you very much.
Yes, I mean that too. It's great. It's great.
Yeah, I love how you really meant it because you started using an accent. And you're like, oh, it's a joke. It's actually a joke.
No, I do appreciate it, man.
I mean this earnestly. I mean this honestly. Thank you.
It was a troll.
And good night. What did you just say to me?
Nothing.
Don't be a joke.
But yeah,
it's gonna be the Shob show soon.
Oh shit. But yeah, anyway.
It's the Shob show.
If you want to watch,
everybody.
If you want to watch any of our other episodes, they're on YouTube. Newest one's always gonna be on SoundCloud, but all the old ones are gonna be archived on YouTube anyway, so you can listen there. So.
And by the way, we're getting the WWE Slam crate pretty soon, and we're gonna talk about that when I get it because there's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful New Day figure in it. Oh baby. That is a beautiful figure. What do you think about that figure, Joe?
I'm probably going to review WWE 2K17 within the next week as well. So.
Wow, you didn't even ask if I could be in it.
I'm just going to talk about the game. You know
what I have to say about that? Get the fuck off my show. You know why?
Why?
Well, it's the Shob show.
Joe.